New plans have been unveiled to help better protect children from sexual abuse. It comes after police, social workers and politicians were strongly criticised in the wake of the Rochdale and Rotherham scandals, where dozens of girls as young as 12 were repeatedly raped and assaulted by gangs of men. One of the victims has told 5 News she welcomes the move, but warned that more needs to be done. Olivia Kinsley reports.
Rotherham in South Yorkshire is a town that's trying to move on from an appalling legacy of abuse, cover-ups and failing hundreds of vulnerable children. Jessica, not her real name, was one of them.
I was 14 when I met my main abuser. He mentally, sexually and physically abused me. I was made pregnant twice. My family put me into care hoping that it'd keep me safe and protect me, as I kept running off from home and I was missing all the time. That backfired, and the authorities said that as long as I met him at the top of the street and was back by 10, I could have contact with him.
The government promised to learn lessons from Rotherham and other towns and cities where there was widespread abuse. Looking around a counselling centre in Manchester, the Home Secretary announced £40 million of funding for charities, victims and a new centre of expertise which will help train police, teachers and social workers to spot and stop abuse.
These are children who've been victims of sexual exploitation, and making sure that we have the resources and the information to really tackle this dreadful scourge. Children should not have to grow up in a world where they fear exploitation.
We really welcome this government commitment to tackling child sexual exploitation and child sexual abuse, but there is much more still to be done. For example, there remains still a flaw in the law where it remains legal for an adult to send a sexual message to a child. This legislation received royal assent back in March of 2015, but it's still not on the statute book.
Jessica welcomes the funding but fears this won't solve the problem for the communities that need help the most.
Again, it's important that they need to be involving the survivors in the decisions that are being made. They need to be spreading it out more across the UK. This doesn't just happen in certain areas, it's not just in Rotherham or London or Manchester, it's in every town, every city.
All over the country for so many years, child abuse was kept in the shadows. To prevent it in future, stories like Jessica's have to be heard. Olivia Kinsley, 5 News.